This presentation shows you a future for almost free green energy in abundance. Abundance of energy is all around us. We can see a future where societies and economies flourish, harvesting power from locally abundant resources. We foresee an economy of abundance using water, light, carbon dioxide, warmth and wind. Our life cycle is based on oxygen, light, sugars, water and carbon dioxide. These resources are an alternating source or sink of energy in nature. Photosynthesis is essential for human life. It converts carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and sugars with energy from the sun. This is the sink. We live thanks to respiration by converting the sugars by means of oxygen into energy and carbon dioxide. Artificial photosynthesis could make this process more efficient. The energy report of the World Wildlife Fund has a clear and appealing goal: 100% renewable energy in 2050. Think tank AMO and Ecofis are our partners in writing this report. What are the possible transition paths to reach this goal? The main challenge now is how to find the right mix to sink and source energy in a large and a local scale without burning the earth. This can be done by developing new techniques, by improving existing techniques, by using smart grids. These are large-scale thermal solar power plants in Spain and the United States. GEOTHERMAL Solar in Seville store thermal energy in a molten salt storage tank in a tower. 30,000 tons of carbon dioxide are saved per year. 25,000 homes can use solar power. The storage permits 15 hours without any solar feed, and other plants are being built. The Crescent Dunes Solar Energy Project in Nevada, United States, has a molten salt concentrated solar power tower, which is 540 feet high. 1,600 acres of land are used. 17,170 heliostats are installed. Thermal storage efficiency 99%. Start of production is foreseen in October 2013. Let's come up with new developments in solar power. Harvesting solar energy is very efficient in areas that are not suitable for agriculture. An example of this is a concentrated solar thermal power installation in Albuquerque. This sun catcher power system at Zendai's National Solar Thermal Test Facility consists of huge sun catchers combined with Stirling engine systems. Zendai is developing solar systems, advanced wind systems, water power, biofuel projects, hydrogen-based power systems, energy storage systems, etc. In the energy mix for the future, the interfacing between local-scale production and large-scale power plants is vital. Both active and passive solar systems are needed. Interconnecting smart grids may be essential. The storage of energy is of great importance. There are several new developments, such as the use of vanadium redox flow batteries, molten salt tanks, geothermal storage, etc. Sink and source are combined in an efficient interplay. Here you can see the principle of a vanadium redox flow battery. In Vierakker, the Netherlands, photons are harvested using PV cells and stored as electrons in a cell cube. Hydrogen gas can be used as a renewable energy source, and durable synthetic catalysts for its efficient production are under development. Large-scale wind power plants are efficient on mountain ridges and in the sea. However, long-term high investments are needed. Smaller local wind turbines are also interesting. Example, for instance, the 20 Windspire wind turbines built in a patio at the 6th floor at the Adobe's corporate headquarters. Each turbine is 30 feet tall with a vertical axis. The possibility of building new projects with self-sufficient power solutions is attractive. Here an example of the Bahrain World Trade Center, using 3 giant wind turbines. The buildings are especially designed to feed the turbines with the maximum of wind. Experimental wind power systems higher in the atmosphere, where wind always blows, are under investigation. They generate twice as much wind energy as on land or sea. Examples are the Joby Energy UB system and a Magen Power Air rotor system Mars. But also flying wind power generators are designed and may be used in wind farms. Geothermal power plants, like the Svartengi plant on Iceland, experiment with new combinations and solutions. In Svartengi, carbon dioxide is harvested and changed into methanol, the 3rd generation biofuel. Pure, healthy water as a byproduct of energy production makes it possible to run a stunning spa at the same spot. Enjoy. The principle of geothermal energy is simple. Hot water is hot and cold water is cold. The difference is useful for harvesting energy. Riele in Utah has developed low-temperature power plants with closed binary systems. In 50 power generation units of 3 closed fluid cycles, 11 megawatts of net power are generated by heating and cooling the fluids. For better efficiency, they use closed loops and harvest waste heat. The possibilities of water power are incredible. This is called hydrokinetic energy. We can use waves or rivers. Large-scale water dams generate a lot of power. However, its use may be problematic for ecosystems, land use, deforestation, water theft, evaporation, forced migration of population, and geopolitical tensions. Is green nuclear energy possible? The molten salt reactor, MSR, which functions on thorium, has many advantages compared to reactors that are burning uranium and plutonium. There are no meltdowns. Thorium is available in abundance. No proliferation is possible. It produces only small amounts of less dangerous nuclear waste. Energy is stored in molten fluoride salt in a closed system. The MSR is one of the 6 promising Generation 4 nuclear reactors. We need good examples which show combination of solutions like the development of Masdar City in Abu Dhabi. Solar power, wind farms, cooling urban spaces with wind towers and water sprays, natural ventilation and soft daylight, an automated personal transportation system, no cars in public space, narrow streets with overhangs for shade, a wall around protects the city from the desert climate. Solar power desalination produces drinking water. This is a view of a foreseen city in a desert for 50,000 people with 0 carbon dioxide emission and 0 waste. This shows innovation in Masdar City. The city is surrounded by recreation areas, power generation facilities, parking garages, and food production areas. Another example is a solar-powered park in Singapore with vertical gardening, greenhouses and urban area cooling. It is a condensed city with unusual solutions. And now let's take a look at the dreams for architect Vincent Calabout on the future of sustainable cities. It shows floating dragonfly cities and flying cities with vertical gardening, solar and wind power, and a great range of landing sites. In conclusion, all energy originates from the sun, still in abundance. So why not use it? Techniques are known, but what we need is a paradigm shift and mining the best ideas for our future. It's worth it, so let's do it.